Oi, the dogs. Hi. Good morning. It's Friday. Oh, you know how they say, thank TGIF. Well, today I couldn't feel any more like TGIF. I don't know. It's not been a great week for me, but I'm still standing. And so I am going to do what I am want to do. WONT. Anyway, yeah, it's been a really long week for me. I've had some problems going to my appointments and stuff like that. So still trying to figure out transportation and things of that nature. And then, Owen's going back to school and I get this thing in the mail that says his IEP wasn't ready. And I was like, that's weird. So I got to do that and all that stuff. And it's Labor Day weekend. And we have the big party coming up. So I'm here. We're going to do this great little project from my scrap chick. It is one of those slice form cards. You see how this creates like a grid here? That's called a slice form. And it folds so you can get it into an A2 design. And guess what? Since it's Friday, it can be cut, 100% cut on the Cricut Joy. And now with the Cricut, whatever, the extra thing, it will definitely be able to do it on the Joy. And I will show you how to purchase, download, and re-upload. Yeah. I know everybody's got busy. It's sort of that weekend before everything sort of goes live again. And so there's just so much going on. So welcome to you all. And happy Friday, happy thankful Friday, thankful, joyful, and thankful Friday. So today is kind of an extension of last week when we did just joy projects. I want to show you this website. I don't know if you've ever been here before. I know we've done some projects with them. It's called myscrapchick.com, right there, my scrap chick. And I believe it is a group of designers that work together. One of them I know is a woman named Cindy, and she designed these birthday ones. So I wanted to give her credit for that. But it's myscrapchick.com. Now, I think their files are really nicely priced to begin with, but they do often have sales, and I suspect because of Labor Day, everybody is going to be having sales this weekend. So maybe check back on Saturday or late Friday night to see if these are not if these are on sale or not. So we're going to do these birthday ones. So here there's 3, and they're all alike. They all have the same background to them. There's this one with the numbers, there's a cake, and then there's a ice cream soda. I chose, because you guys know my sister's turning 60 this weekend, and I chose this one that it comes with all the numbers, so you can just redo, and the shadow, by the way, comes with all the numbers in the shadow. So my sister turned 60, but I can reuse this maybe in different colors and do this for my son who's turning 18 later in the month. So it's kind of versatile in that it's not like you're giving the same card to everyone, because not everybody's the same age, right? And I thought this was really cute. I got it, I think, for half price, so $1.25. And I thought this was one of those that you can have in your arsenal. And when you hear someone has a birthday, you can just go ahead and make it when you find out what their numbers are. So I wanted to show you, because of last week, we were talking about the joy. And one of the things that I wanted to show you last week was how you take someone's file. This is a designer file. It doesn't matter where you order it from. You could be ordering it from Etsy, SVG Cuts, Dreaming3DSVG.com, or my Scrap Chick. And Oh, really? 70. Congratulations. That's awesome. So it doesn't matter where you're purchasing it from. You just, I'm not going to go through the whole purchase process. But here we go. I did purchase this one. So let's go here so you can see. It gives you a nice big picture. And at the bottom is an assembly tutorial. I think these are a little bit confusing. I know she's trying, but she talks super softly, and it's hard for me to follow along. But if you find having that additional video useful, then it comes with the file, and it also comes in a zip format, and we're going to be looking for the SVG file. So once I've ordered it, I'm going to just hit download on my iPad. It asks me if I want to download it. I say yes, and we're going to go out of here, and we're going to pick up this. Let me show you where you would find it. So this, I type in files. Now, if you don't have this files thing, you can get it from the App Store for free. So if you don't find it on your iPad by doing a search like I just did, I just did FI. So there it is. It's on my iPad. It might not be showing on my front page of my iPad, but it is there. So we want to open it up. And here is where all of my downloaded files will come. Okay, so it takes a little doing, but you'll notice on how they write their files. So MSC means my scrap chick, and LW means Lori Whitlock, and sometimes they'll put 3D SVG, but they put it at the end. So we're looking for my scrap chick birthday, and it's a zip format. Now, I have downloaded it twice. So the first thing I'm going to do, since I downloaded it twice, I am just going to delete one of them. All right. And then, I did that just simply by pressing and holding, holding for just a second, and it will give you all these things, information. You can rename it, you can uncompress it, which is what we're going to do. You could duplicate it, have a look, all that stuff. So we're going to uncompress it, because right now it's in a format that we don't recognize. Where is it? Uncompress. Okay. So when you're here, and this is just kind of housekeeping for your iPad, this file folder can get pretty messy. So if you are doing these, like for here, I have this one called Turkey Time. I don't remember even downloading it, but I'm going to click on here. I'm going to uncompress it, and then I can get rid of this zip file. Okay, so that's just, I don't know what turkey file. Oh, it's from Dreaming Tree. Okay, so, and you can obviously go in and create files and stuff like that if you wanted to create your own little file system if you want to. I haven't had time to do that. So once I've opened up the file, I can go ahead and delete the zip and then open up this file. So you can see it gives us, there's the terms of use, and then these are all those formats that the item comes in. It doesn't mean that you use these formats. It's just for other people using different machines, they need different file types, right? So then we'll go into here. That's the file we're looking for, SVG. Okay, so we're going to click on that, and here it is. There's our SVG. Oh, let's just, how come it won't open up? It doesn't seem to want to open up. Anyway, so this is our SVG. And as you can see here, the white's hard to see, but you get all those numbers, all those letters, and then these are the pieces to put together the card. So it seems like a lot of numbers, but what I did was I just isolated the 6 and the 0, both in the top and the shadow layer, or the offset layer, and then the rest of them I just grouped together and made them made them separate. Okay, so that is how you are going to take a downloaded file, open it up, and now we need to go into our Cricut design space. So here's Cricut design space, and where this is my design space. I'm going to be using the Joy today, so I have to make sure that my machine is set for Joy, and it is. This is how you would change it. Oh, look at that placeholder for the Cricut Joy. Well, we don't, the extra, I'm sorry. So we're going to choose the Joy, and we're going to go to plus, okay? Because plus means a new file. It's down here, okay? So plus, oops, there's my banner. Okay, so we're going to go upload, and we get a choice. We can do photo, select from photo library, browse files, or open uploaded images. Now, open uploaded images is for when you've already uploaded them, and we don't want to deal with photos, so we're going to go to browse files. And here you will have to navigate if you haven't done so. So this is just like the same thing as if you were managing your files on your computer. So here we go, recently used, there it is. But if you wanted to, you can also go to your downloads file right here, and you can find it here. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the waffle one. Where is it? Birthday, okay. And I'm going to go to SVG, and there it is. And I am going to upload this. So I'm going to call it My Scrap Chick Birthday Numbers Slice Card. So this is me uploading the image. Now I'm not creating a file just yet. I am just uploading the file. I'm not creating like a design space file just yet, okay? So I just want to upload it into my uploaded area for images. Going to hit save, and then it comes on my screen. Isn't that great? There was a time where it didn't come on your screen. That's they've made some changes there. It does come in, obviously comes in as grouped. We're going to ungroup it so that we can remove those letters. So we want the 6 and the O, and we want the shadow 6O. And then we're going to just take the rest of these, see if it will, yeah. And I'm going to group them. Now I'll go to layers, and I'm just going to hide that. So that way I don't get confused with all this stuff that's there. All right, because this is really actually a pretty easy file to complete. Now what you'll see here, there's our numbers. This is for the back of the card. So I'll show you, see there's the back of the card so you can write on it. And the rest is for the front. Now you'll see that these are the little cuts in them. That's what makes it a slice card. It's sliced, and then it creates, as I said, that group, that grid type group, okay? So we want to save this now that we have downloaded, uploaded. So we're gonna save this. So we'll do a save as, and My Scrap Chick Birthday Numbers Slice Card. I know, but it makes it easier finding them. So I'm going to save it to the cloud because I want to be able to use it wherever I am. And then really all you have to do at this point is cut it out. And I'm going to show you like one, because I don't need to have a lot of these. I'm just going to show you how to cut it out, and then we'll spend the rest of the time on putting it together. Okay, so I'm going to hit make it. Now remember, my machine is set for Joy. Okay, so this is good. It's going to immediately come up. I have 8 mats here, and it's going to immediately come up as without the mat. So we have to change all that. But here we have the balloon, the blue, and then the dark blue. And this is great if you have scraps. So what we want to do here is we got to go up here. Keep doing that. My hands are shaking today. I'm sorry. Okay, we have to come up here and change all of the mats to on a mat, okay? Because otherwise you can't put your paper on mat. You can't put your paper without the mat unless you're using smart materials. Which brings up there, if you have smart materials that you want to use, then you certainly can leave it as without a mat. All right, so this one here on mat, this one here on mat. We're almost done here on mat. And last one, where is it? On mat. Okay, now you notice I didn't have to change the size of anything because my all my pieces are less than 4¼ inches wide. Okay, so if you look at these pieces, they are all smaller than, so this one is a good example. This is our biggest piece. All right, this is our biggest piece, and it doesn't exceed that 4¼ inches wide, so we can make it. All right, and then we'll hit next. And this is where we'll choose our material. As I said, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time cutting out, but this is we'll just do this one that's a balloon, okay? So I gotta take my paper, which is 8.5 by 11. Now the extra, the Joy Extra is going to be able to accommodate these, which is great. But until that comes out, or until we all have them, oops, how come I can't open this? I'm having trouble opening this. All right, well, we won't use this because I'm having trouble opening it. We'll instead use a plain old ruler. All right, or we could even just fold it in half like this if we wanted to. Because remember, this is 8.5 by 11. And if you fold it in half, it's going to be 4¼ So you can just go ahead and hand cut this by using either scissors or your True Control knife. So I'm going to just use my scissors here. And I'm going to just cut it. And don't worry, it's not going in the machine, so you don't have to worry about like edges, or this is, as I said, a great process or a great project for working with scraps, because who doesn't have scraps left over? And I don't throw away anything, as is very evident about my house. All right, so here we go. You see there's my balloon, and I'm just gonna go on the mat. I'm gonna choose medium cardstock. Now I would hit remember material setting, and then I choose more for pressure. And then I take my mat and I'm just gonna feed it into here. I don't know why I'm seeing that it's kind of not coming out very well. So I'm not really sure how to fix that, but it looks kind of blurry. I apologize for that. It doesn't usually. So then I'm going to hit go, and it's going to take my paper and cut my balloon. So eventually. And we could go through all 10 mats, but honestly, that would take up our full time. So I just wanted to show you this. And then I'm going to hit unload. And here we go. We've got our beautiful balloon. Okay. And you do that with all of your mats. Obviously, you could also use this file if you have a larger machine. And then you would not need to like cut the paper and everything. So there you go. So that is this part of it. Now let's, oh, it's clear for you. Maybe just okay, I'm sorry. My video is blurry, but I had to change the setting. Okay. I don't know how to change settings. Yeah, I'm a loser. All right, so here are all of our pieces to put together. Let's have a look at what we got. So this is the end result. and we'll have a look. So we've got this piece here. This is probably the largest piece, and that's going to be for writing on, you see. And then we have the pink pieces. We have this, which is the replica of that. And we're not going to put it on right away. It's for writing on the card. So then we have a lot of these little slice bits. So let's have a look at those. And you'll see that, first of all, what you'll see is that one of the bits has no cutouts, okay? And then of these other pieces, there are two sizes. There is a taller one and three shorter ones. There's two tall ones and three short ones, okay? So we're gonna put that sort of aside. Let's take this pink piece and we'll start decorating this. This is going to be the majority of the decorations, as you can see in the back. Okay, so we're going to take this, and I noticed this didn't cut out all the way, so I need to push through here. Now, I didn't use all kinds of fancy materials, although you certainly could. And so if you wanted to use glitter or anything like that, you could do that. But this is the first piece going on. Let's grab our glue. And there is a border around this, by the way. And just gonna glue. Don't need a whole lot. This here glue that I'm using is my Tombow Aqua Glue, which I found out, you guys know I love like all green things, like recycling and stuff. And I found out that this can be filled, and you can just buy the glue, and it's a big bottle of glue. So I thought, okay, I can live with that. That's pretty cool. So it's only an ounce, I think, or 1.69 ounces, but the thing was like 16 ounces or something. So I thought that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to place this right here. We need a little bit of a little, it's this one, it's over a little tiny bit too much. Okay. All right, now let's look at what we have left. We've got the pink balloon. So there's the pink balloon that we just cut out. And we've got a pink, we got a purple, and a green. Again, this is where you could do all of your different colors or different types of paper. These are our numbers. We're going to put those aside. And then there is the string for the balloons. So let's do the strings for the balloon first. And you'll notice that it follows along with this background piece, right? So it goes right there. And then our balloon will be attached to that string. I'm not in the frame. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I thought maybe to give this even a little bit more pop, that I would use my adhesive dots. So I've got these adhesive dots that I got from Michael's because they're Recollection brand. So I'm just going to turn my balloons over and put my dots on there. I usually do that with this. So let's stay consistent. I'm going to take my dots. I'm going to put them. Whoop, this one didn't take. Usually if I put my thing in there, it takes off the back. Bummer. Let's see. Can I do it differently? Okay, I did it. There we go. All right. And this one we'll just have to do ourselves. Okay. And this will not get in the way of the card mechanism. it will certainly close and open fine. This is designed to be an A2 card, hence the reason why we're able to do it on the Joy. Make sure I'm looking at it head on. What do you think? I know. Yeah, there we go. Now let's get the other two. 1, 2. All right. Turn those over. So, there we go. This one here as well. The dogs are so quiet today. I think they got a shock yesterday because my sister took him to the vet and they had an emergency at the vet, and not my dogs. And so she ended up having to wait in the waiting room, which really stunk, and lit quite literally, I guess, because the dogs are and it's just a little tiny waiting room. And then Teddy Bear had his ears cleaned. He does not like me cleaning his ears, so he came home rather indignant and like, how dare you? But I think it was just kind of because they don't go that often, and nobody told them at a time that they were going to the vet. So it was kind of a shock. And it wasn't even me taking them. So they probably thought they were going for some kind of fun ride and with the fun aunt, But they ended up going to the vets. Okay. So also here, if you want to, you could use, again, glitter. You could use, if you have liquid pearls or anything like that, if you want to make this glossy, I guess. And the other things that go here, but they are very small. And so, of course, I lost them, are these. Let me just show you how tiny they are. They're like little squiggles, right? And so they go here. There's supposed to be 4 of them. I only have 2. So I'm just going to put one here. Yeah, Teddy Bear is like an old man. Getting him to go anywhere, he has to sit in the front seat, and he has to open the window. He does open the window with his paw. And he does not like to be left in the car even for like the time it takes you to go around. He will be all upset if you like actually get out and you're going around to get him out. So he'll end up running over to the other side, and it makes it just crazy. Okay, so that's kind of it. But do whatever it is you want to do. You want to do some embossing or whatever here. It should be fun. All right, so that's our first piece done. Again, we're not going to include this yet because we're going to put it on there when we're done with the tabs from the slice form. Okay. Then you'll see we've got one piece that is not sliced out, and that is for the front of the card. See right there? There's the front of the card. Yeah, embossed, anything, you guys like to make it your own. I love that. You do that. Embossed or even like dry or wet embossed. I don't know if you guys know about wet embossing, but now I put glue on this entire thing. I shouldn't have, because the bow, I'm going to have to wipe it off because the bow extends beyond that, and that's the present. So we're going to put that aside. She also gives you this one if you wanted to cut out of something, and use the dots or something like that. Then let's work on our letters, our numbers. So here is our 6, nice offset layer, and the 0. Somebody's messaging me. That's probably my sister coming down from New Hampshire, sending me all kinds of messages, as she does. It's kind of a boring ride to do on your own. She's not bringing her kids down, so she's just doing it on her own. And she's coming later on today to help. My younger sister is such an incredible, encouraging person. She's like the cheerleader in my family. However, she doesn't actually do much. You know what I mean? Like she does her, obviously she keeps her, but like if you need her to actually do stuff, it takes a little bit from her. I think it's her ADD. Okay, so we got all the pieces together. Now we have to put together the card itself. And again, remember I said there are two and then there are three. These two are the taller ones, and they're going to go this way. Wait, this way. I'm trying to remember how I did it. I believe it's this way. And we can start off by putting this in here. One, yeah, that's the way it goes. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, if this is difficult, be assured that we're gonna glue them in place. So don't worry too much. Okay. And then these two are gonna go on the top. But we need to use one of them to put our little numbers on, and the numbers will stick, but you really have to keep away from the mechanism itself. So I'm going to just put them very high up on this piece right there, and let's hope it sticks real well. And then the 0. I like how she designs these and it covers the tabs. It feels to me like if you don't cover the tabs, it feels a little undone, you know? So then we're going to take this piece and we're going to, I didn't wait because I'm impatient. You be patient. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. We want it to really stick there. All right, well, waiting for that, I'm going to take this other piece and put it in the front here. Now, again, this is a bit tedious and somewhat frustrating, but the end result won't be. And so just persevere, just to get it to where you want it. So you're basically putting these little pieces. Oh, you can do it sideways. Oh, that works. All right. And actually, let's not put the 60 on just yet. And what we'll do, we now have our almost completed. See that? Almost completed. Okay. So then we're going to lay it flat on the back, and we're going to take our 3 tabs. You see 1, 2, 3, and we're going to glue those down so that they're not sticking out, and they'll still work, but they're glued down. So it's good because then your card won't fall apart. And I've had my card fall apart before. Something I gave away and it fell apart, and I felt like, I gave it to a senior, and she's like, oh, this is really cute, and it fell all apart, and I'm like, yeah, not my style. I want the card to be in good working order and looks nice. The person doesn't have to do anything. That's why I don't like bendy cards. You guys know those bendy, because I'm like, how do they know that it's supposed to go in there? I mean, I'm dealing with 80, 90-year-olds, and like they don't know. They just open it up and they're like, oh, that's nice. So I never do bendy cards because they don't seem to understand. It's terrible to say, but as people get older, they just kind of lose it a little bit. I do too, man. Sometimes I'm like, what's that word? I think we all do. All right. So I'm just doing, see how I did the back? Now it's flat. Don't worry, I got glue there. That's okay, because we're going to put our piece on there. And this is all covered up. And it also secures everything in place. All right, now I'm going to make sure it folds properly. Might have to, you know, give it a little nudge at the beginning because you do want it to be able to lay flat, right? And then have somebody open it. And now here's our 60. Hopefully it's dry. And we're going to take and put it in to that middle part. There's no glue on this part. It just should stand alone like that. Yay, we're almost done, believe it or not. We just simply have to take our present and put it on top. I wonder if I should pop dot that. No, maybe. I love my pop dots. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You know what's nice is the hardest thing you have to think about when you're not working or you don't have, like, you know, is like the color choices of your cards and stuff. I just love the fact that you know, I don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta go to work, get all dressed, go to the bill. I do love that part. I don't love the lack of money, but all right, so I'm going to put that on there with the pop dots. Already it's looking really nice. And now we're going to take this and it's probably better to write it out before you do it. You know, write out here, happy birthday, Teresa. And then we're going to just glue that on. Now make sure you glue the right side on. If you do it this way, it kind of doesn't match up. So you have to do it that way. Okay? So every I don't want to say all the cards on my scrap chick can be done on the Joy. However, everyone I've tried can be done on the Joy. So I think that's pretty cool because there's no really huge pieces. If you are wanting to make big 3D things, then you kind of need a big 3D machine. Or if you're like our friend Annette, who is a Joy fanatic, she'll figure it out. She knows how to figure it out. But there is our card. Isn't it adorable? And then just to kind of fold it, it's going to go into a regular envelope. Let me see if I got a regular envelope right here. I think I do. I don't know. This might not be big. Oh, it might be. So if I were to mail it. But I think, since I have two of them, I'm going to use at least one of them as a centerpiece for our lovely... Oh, yeah, it fits. Yay, it fits. For our lovely dinner that we're having on Sunday. So, hi, Gail. You missed the whole thing. That's okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's a cute card, and yeah, I love picking out colors. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to tell you that it's Labor Day weekend. Obviously, you know that. But on Labor Day weekend, a lot of the craft stores have sales, and then they give you an additional percentage off. So if you've been like, I'm not buying any more paper on, like I've been, you know, I'm not buying any more paper, then I do sort of a splurgy thing on Labor Day, and I already put in my Joann's order, and I just want to show you that some of the paper that I use is this grouping. I've shown you this before. Where's the picture? Come on now. There it is. So this is Park Lane paper. It is cardstock. It's textured, and in this case, you're getting 60 sheets. I think 3 of each color. And for $8.79, I don't know where you're gonna get 60 sheets of this kind of really quality cardstock. And they do have a number of these groups. You have to look for them. But if you type in Park Lane cardstock, I quite literally order from Joann's like twice a year. That's it. And this is the one weekend that I do. Because in addition to it being 60% off, they give you 20% off further. And by the way, I can't validate 100%, but I do believe that, why am I having a hard time with it? I do believe that these are created from American Crafts cardstock, which they are also the people behind Basil cardstock. So it's a quality cardstock. Why is this taking so long? And okay, here you go. Here's what I was going to tell you. So, for instance, like some of them are not available, but like this one I find to be super helpful. Look at all those blues on that hydrangea. Just gorgeous. Not that I use them for making hydrangeas, but then there's like earth tones, there's jewel tones, there's bright tones. This is a winter one that I use a lot, and for $8.79. And then if I go, if I don't know what you have to do to get the 20% off, I think they just kind of put it in your face like, yeah, you can get this. Maybe it's on here, maybe it's no longer. Skip. But anyway, there's Joann's. And then after I did Joann's last night, I went to Michael's to see were they having the same thing. And it's not quite as good of a price, but you will get a lot of buy one get ones, and then 40% off. And you know they have their paper. Let's see, shop, and you can go to papercraft. Okay, and they have different things. You have to do a lot of hunting on the Michaels app, in my opinion. But because they give you like 3,000 things, but then it's like this only ships. You can't pick this one up, or it's not in stock, or it's not eligible for the. I don't know what's going on with my iPad today, but it seems rather slow. Okay, come on, 0 results found. All right, let's have a look at my cart and see. All right, so these paper products, these ones here are 8.5 by 11. I do love these because they're priced, they always were priced pretty well. You used to be able to get them for $2, but over the course of the past several years they've increased their price. But like at Christmas, this is probably the lowest you're going to get, $4. But then you'll get no, you won't. 25% or buy one get one, add 2 items to qualify. Maybe, I don't know. I find Michael's a little confusing, their website, but there you go. And I don't know, maybe Hobby Lobby has the same sort of thing. I don't generally shop there, but keep an eye out for Labor Day sales, okay? All right. Yeah, the jewel is nice. Found out I'm getting Hobby Lobby 4 blocks away. Oh no, 4 blocks from the Joann's. Yes. It's 80 pounds. It's a very nice cardstock. It's very similar to Cricut cardstock, which we don't want to bring that up, but is a pain in the ass because it's never in stock, right? I said that under my breath. Apologies. Anyway, that's it for today. Joann's, check out Michael's. They do ship, and I think Michael's offers free shipping over $49. So that's always a plus, or you can go to the store. And don't forget to check out my Scrap Chick and check out these really lovely slice form cards. They're really not that hard. They only look sort of hard, and they're kind of like the next generation of a box card, right? Because it's got dimension to it. So that is that. Now, I know. It's kind of hard to keep, supporting, whatever. But anyway, Teresa, you feel my pain, right? You know my pain. Okay, so we were going to do on Monday the Bates house, but I have to tell you that this has been an extremely challenging week for me. In addition to just had so many appointments that I normally don't have, but I'm also getting I'm also getting my not chemo, my radiation. I take my chemo every other week, so this is a week that I'm off. And I just think all of that combined has really just kind of hit me, and I'm so tired. So I think we're going to have to break up that thing. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be here on Monday, I guess is what I'm going to say. Um, but yes, Tree's birthday, back to school. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be here Monday, but we will get that done soon. And so if you've already purchased it, don't worry. We'll get to that. Okay. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I know that I'm going to. That's the plan. But I hope you all have, no matter how you celebrate or if you don't celebrate, Labor Day is a day made for people who work, and it's supposed to be a nice day to relax with your family and all of that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the time and just rest and do all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for coming today, and I hope you have a very pleasant weekend. I'll see you all on Tuesday. If I change my mind, I'll post it so you'll know. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll take care. All right. Thank you. Okay. You all have a great weekend. Take care. Bye bye.